The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. The Hawkeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Cornhuskers offense will take the first swing of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
And the Huskers in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Extending the play. Turning it on! And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Grab behind the line. It's Williams. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to throw again. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Under fire. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And this offense now is decision time. Man, they've put a nice drive together. You want to walk away with points, but how aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take this field goal, or do you want to try to get a touchdown?
Starting to feel a little pressure. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big 4th down conversion.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The official says no good. penalty marker on the field, and the kicker's going to get another go at it, this time a little closer. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. The Huskers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. Trying to throw his way in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Quick strike through the air for the score. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Iowa's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Lee. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Walker to throw. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball.
He lost one down the sideline. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. They'll run play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. Hard running there. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Nice grab in traffic. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Hawkeyes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Lee. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
At the 34. Number 19 in punt formation to kick it away.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa, Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engaged, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. No matter how many times you see it, a moving moment here at Iowa between the first and second quarter when the entire crowd acknowledges the children across the way. Hope they enjoy the game as we continue in the second quarter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Nebraska.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back to pass, it's Sperry. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gives it on the option. Got the first down and more. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He'll keep it himself. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's open on the right. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Connection to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Huskers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. Scrambling away. Fires into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. So now it's second and long. To the ground with the back. Finds a crease at the 20. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's first and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Sperry. Flushed out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Makes the catch right at the 50. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cornhuskers want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Unloads to the wideout. And that is incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throws toward the end zone. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Tight end now in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it up to 30. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on first and 10. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll close the gap to 14. And the Huskers will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys won it at halftime. You riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fakes the grab on the left. Fakes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Hawkeyes racing to the line in the hurry up. Look out, he's got room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the first down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give on the option. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on third down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide.
Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other.
Just keeps moving. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's got his man across the middle. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David. And is going for the big play. Pulls it in on the right. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Huskers want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Sperry. Now adjusting. They get to him as he throws. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. He missed it. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Off the play fake on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
What a fantastic play there from the linebacker position. You think about guys like Trev Alberts, Levante David, some of the Nebraska greats playing the linebacker spot. Those guys were able to run. And because of that, they could get to the quarterback when blitzing. This guy with his speed is a guy that they need to deploy time and time again, getting after the quarterback. He's got some wheels.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. 1st and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Sperry. He fires to the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Huskers are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Oh, they block it! They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Keeps it on the draw. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the 1st down. On the option. He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Walker will fire. He makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hawkeye! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking down the left side. Here's an interception. Oh, and they need that turnover.
fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Runs through a tackle. Got the first down and still on his feet. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds. And the Hawkeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. The play-action fake. Throws to the tight end. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Got a man in the middle. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Walker to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. He'll try to move on from that first down play. 2nd and goal from the 12. He'll throw it. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone. And that time, he just dropped it.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Got his man out of the backfield. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Here comes the biggest drive for the defense, desperate to get a stop. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback on the keeper. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Berry. Looking deep down the right side. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. finds his man. It's Anderson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Iowa! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air, it's Berry. Sets up the screen. Got a little space. Brings into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Oh, they're after him! And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Trying play action. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that with Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded, and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is